In this video, we're going to look at the flow layout. It's a little bit different, and it's not really what you're expecting. Basically, items are positioned next to each other or on top of each other depending on a layout direction. You can see here. Also, we're going to talk about clipping. Clipping is when something gets cut off. You can see that as we move these rectangles around. Alright, so let's dive in and take a look. First things first, we are reusing my shape again so that we can drag things around and we can change the Z order on the stack. If you have no idea what my shape is, you need to rewind a few videos. We've been using this for a while now. It's just a custom component that we've already built. Alright, let's jump in here. First things first, let's make a rectangle. And let's say color. Who doesn't like a pink rectangle? Come on, guys. Let's go ahead and drop an anchor. We're going to center in the parent. Width, let's make this 300. Height, and let's make this 400. In case you're wondering, is there a specific order you should put these in? No, it really doesn't matter. When QML starts up, it loads your component and tries to figure out every single property, and it just basically reads it like a book, starting at the top, going down. Does not really matter what order those are in. I've seen some people that are hyper vigilant about having these in alphabetical order, and it just truly does not matter. All right, so we're going to add clip, and we're going to say false, which is by default false. Just going to add it there so you understand that it exists. Let's go ahead and put a flow in here. Now this flow, we're going to center in the parent. So we're going to drop an anchor. I'm going to, through the magic of copy and paste, put some notes in here for you. So flow has what's called a layout direction and a flow. That's why it's called a flow. It's kind of hard to really wrap your head around until you see it in action here. So what we're going to do is we're going to make some my shapes. And we'll say color red. And I'm just going to blast through these real quick. We're just going to make a bunch of them here. Red, yellow, green, I'll say blue. I'm just randomly picking colors here. Black, gray, teal, brown, and let's just add one more just for effect here. Orange. Let's go ahead and save and run, see what this looks like. Alright, so you can see what's going on here. Flow is going right across. It's just basically, just putting them all in a row. That is part of the direction. So let's actually go in here. And we're going to say flow. This is the confusing bit. We're in a flow, but we're modifying the flow property. This and this are two different things. This is the actual flow layout, where this is the flow property of the flow layout. It's a little bit confusing. I wish they had done it a little different, but so we're going to set the flow, and we're going to set this top to bottom. Notice how it goes top to bottom. So a flow can dynamically go from a row to a column and a column to a row. It's actually pretty neat the way that works. But you notice if you look for a row or columns, it's not in there. So what does that really mean? It means that you get to choose one or the other, but not both. And you can't do like a grid where you can say, I want so many in this specific pattern. So really get to choose from top to bottom or left to right. Let's go ahead and I'm going to plop some notes in here. So let's look to left to right. Same thing we've already seen. There is a left to right, but there's no right to left. So it's basically the same thing. You can't really do like a reverse order or anything like that. So let's keep it at left to right. Let's set some spacing here. Now we're going to play around with clipping. Let's go ahead and rerun this so you can see what I'm talking about here. This flow is a child of this rectangle, but you notice how it's going way outside the bounds of this rectangle. See? Ta-da! If we turn clipping on, there's a hard clip right here. It's almost like you're looking through a window. You can't go past the bounds of this window. You actually can, but it will get clipped. So this right here will be invisible on this side. Look at that line and that pink rectangle here. Anything out of those bounds will get clipped or cut off. So whenever you see the word clip, think of like taking a pair of scissors and actually clipping it, because that's what's going to happen here in about 2 seconds. So we're going to switch that to true, rerun this, and voila. Oh no, where'd they go? They're still there. They're just off to the sides here. They're just being clipped like we demonstrated in the intro.